From the very beginning, dude, I don't know if you saw the outside. This shit was just an absolute embarrassment. So it felt like really intentional. It started when Zelensky got there. Watch the arrival. You see that? He's like, you're all dressed up. He took a shot from the very beginning. Super fucking cheesy because everybody knows Zelensky stopped wearing suits during the invasion. From the start, though, there's been this attitude with Trump clearly being on the side of Russia, clearly not saying anything bad about Putin. He's called Zelensky a dictator. He's said they need to break their constitution and have elections because he's trying to change the regime there because Zelensky's standing up to Putin. Trump has lied about the amount of money we've given to Ukraine. And in fact, we've been giving military equipment. But what a hack job.
Yes, I had pretty close. How are you? Pretty shut.
He's all dressed up today.
Dude even said to the news people, he's all dressed up today. It's like, fuck you, Trump. You wear the same fucking Ross dress for less cheap ass fucking clown suit. You fucking piece of shit. Dude, I have never wanted to headbutt somebody as much as I want to headbutt this fucking clown motherfucker. He just looks like a fucking loser, dude. Just looking at Trump, he's just a fucking loser. Yeah, dude, I know he hates Caitlin Collins. He hates all women. I mean, dude, let's be honest. He hates all women unless they're dumb, right? He only likes women who are stupid. That's it. Or who will act stupid.
And they are worried that you align yourself too much with Putin. What's your message for them?
Well, if I didn't align myself with both of them, you'd never have a deal. You want me to say really terrible things about Putin and then say, hi, Vladimir, how are we doing on the deal? That doesn't work that way.
Well, see, that's weird. You were literally just saying Zelensky's a dictator. You've been talking shit about Zelensky, about Ukraine, about Europe, about everybody, Canada, Panama, Greenland. You've been talking about everybody except fucking Putin, you fucking sniveling piece of shit. Like, you, Trumpy.
Aligned with Putin? I'm not aligned with anybody. I'm aligned with the United States of America.
Yeah, no, you are aligned with Putin's knob. Putin's knob is like directly across from your fucking puckered up lips, bro.
America, and for the good of the world. I'm aligned with the world, and I want to get this thing.
I'm aligned with the world? Dude, did you see the Europe response? He says he's aligned with the world. Look at the Europe response. Every one of these European people is tweeting, supporting Ukraine in an extraordinary display of public support. He is aligned with the world in the fact that the world fucking hates him, bro. The world fucking hates him. Nobody trusts him because we know he's a fucking scoundrel. He's a liar. He's a cheat. He's a sniveling, feckless, out for himself, degenerate motherfucker. So fuck you, Trumpy.
It's very tough for me to make a deal with that kind of hate. He's got tremendous hatred, and I understand that, but...
Dude, Putin invaded. What kind of deal are you making with the guy who invaded? You're the tough guy, right, Trump? You're supposed to go to the invader guy and be like, back the fuck off, motherfucker, or we're going to get involved. We're going to put a boot on your neck, bitch, if you don't get out of Ukraine ASAP. That's what a fucking guy who has some balls would do. You know, he's not going to be like, oh, if I say something bad about Putin, Putin won't fucking shave my asshole. Oh, I've got to have Putin shave my booty teeth.
I can tell you the other side isn't exactly in love with, you know, him either. So it's not a question of alignment. I'm aligned with the world.
Dude.
I want to get the thing set. I'm aligned with Europe. I want to see if we...
He's aligned with Europe. Dude, they literally just went to Europe and shat all over
get
Europe.
This thing done. You want me to be tough? I could be tougher than any human being you've ever seen. I'd be so tough. But you're never going to get a deal that way, so that's the way it goes. All right, one more question.
Hey, I will respond to this. So look, For 4 years in the United States of America, we had a president who stood up at press conferences and talked tough about Vladimir Putin, and then Putin invaded Ukraine and destroyed a significant chunk of the country. The path to peace and the path to prosperity is maybe engaging in diplomacy. We tried the pathway of Joe Biden of thumping our chest and pretending that the President of the United States' words mattered more than the President of the United States' actions. What makes America a good country is America engaging in diplomacy. That's what President Trump is doing.
Can I ask you?
Sure.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. So he occupied it, our parts, big parts of Ukraine, part of East and Crimea. So he occupied it on 2014. So during a lot of years, so I'm not speaking about just Biden, but those time was Obama, then President Obama, then President Trump, then President Biden, now President Trump, and God bless, now President Trump will stop him. But during 2014, nobody stopped him. He just occupied and took. He killed people. You know what the contact line?
2015.
2014.
2014 and 2015.
2014.
Yeah. So
I was,
he killed,
I was not here.
Yeah, but
Yeah, but you were there in 2016 to 2020 and you didn't stop him.
Exactly right.
yes, but during 2014 till 2022, yeah, the situation the same. The people have been dying on the contact line. Nobody stopped him. You know that we had conversations with him, a lot of conversation, my bilateral conversation, and we signed with him, me, like a new president. In 2019, I signed with him the deal. I signed with him, Macron and Merkel, we signed ceasefire. Ceasefire. All of them told me that he will never go. We signed him with gas contract. Yes, but after that, he broken this ceasefire. He killed our people and he didn't exchange prisoners. We signed the exchange of prisoners, but he didn't do it. What kind of diplomacy, JD, you are speaking about? What do you mean?
I'm talking about the kind of diplomacy that's going to end the destruction of your country.
Yes, but if you
Mr.
are
President,
not
Mr. President, with respect, I think it's disrespectful for you to come into the Oval Office and try to litigate this in front of the American media. Right now, you guys are going around and forcing conscripts to the front lines because you have manpower problems. You should be thanking the President for trying to bring an end to this conflict.
Have you ever been to Ukraine that you say what problems we have?
I have been to.
Come once.
I've actually watched and seen the stories, and I know what happens is you bring them on a propaganda tour, Mr. President. Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military?
We have problems.
And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent?
Dude, how did he attack the administration? He called you out, JD, because you're lying. You're lying about diplomacy? And he's like, dude, the motherfucker broke a fucking ceasefire. Dude, this is pissing me off, bro.
Do you disagree that you've had problems bringing people into your military? And do you think that it's respectful to come to the Oval Office of the United States of America and attack the administration that is trying to prevent the destruction of your country?
A lot of questions. Let's start from the beginning.
Sure.
First of all, during the war, everybody has problems. Even you, but you have nice ocean and don't feel now, but you will feel it in the future. God bless.
You don't know that.
God bless. God bless. You will not have a war.
Don't tell us what we're going to feel. We're trying to solve a problem. Don't tell us what we're going to feel.
I'm not telling you.
Because
I'm
you're in no
answering on
position
this
to
question.
dictate that.
That's exactly what
Remember
you're
this.
doing.
You're in no position to dictate what we're going to feel. We're going to feel very good.
You will feel influenced.
We're going to feel very good and very strong.
You will feel influenced.
You're right now not in a very good position. You've allowed yourself to be in a very bad position, and he happens to be right about it.
From the very beginning of the war.
You're not in a good position. You don't have the cards right now. With us, you start having
I'm not
cards.
playing cards.
Right now, you don't.
I'm very
You're playing
serious,
cards.
Mr. President.
You're
I'm
playing
very
cards.
serious.
You're gambling
I'm the
with the
president
lives
in
of
war.
millions of people.
You think
You're gambling with World War III.
what do you think
You're
about?
gambling with
What do you
World
think
War
about?
III. And what you're doing is very disrespectful to the country. This
Dude,
country.
what a fucking, dude, he deserves a fucking punch in the face, bro.
That's
with
back
all
to
respect
you.
your
Far
country.
more than a lot of people said
Very
they
respect.
should have.
Have you said thank you once? This
A lot
entire
of
meeting?
times.
No, in this
Even
entire meeting,
today.
have you said thank
Even
you?
today.
You went to Pennsylvania and campaigned for the opposition in October. Offer some words of appreciation for the United States of
what are you speaking
America
about?
and the president who's trying to save your country.
Please, you think that if you will speak very loudly about the war, you
He's
can...
not speaking loudly. He's not
Yeah.
speaking loudly. Your country's
Can I-
in big
can I-
trouble.
can I
Wait a
answer?
minute. No,
Can
you've
I
done a lot
answer?
of talking. Your country is in big trouble.
I know.
You're not
I
winning.
know.
You're not winning this. You have a damn good chance of
we are
coming out
staying,
okay because of
Mr.
us.
President, we are staying in our country, staying strong from the very beginning of the war. We've been alone, and we are thankful. I said thanks
You haven't
in
been
this
alone.
cabinet,
You
and
haven't
not
been
only
alone.
in this cabinet.
We gave you, through
I
this
said thank
stupid
you.
president, $350 billion.
You voted.
Dude, he didn't give $350 billion either. That's a fucking lie, bro.
For
your
your
military equipment,
You
and you
voted
men
for
are
your
brave,
president.
but they had to use our military.
What about
if you didn't have
You
our
invited
military
me-
equipment,
you invited
if
me
you
to
didn't
speak-
have our military equipment, this war would have been over in 2 weeks.
In 3
okay?
days, I heard it from Putin. In 3 days, this is something
Maybe
new.
less.
In 2 weeks, of course, yes.
It's going to be a very hard thing to do business like this. I
Again,
tell you.
just say thank you.
I said a lot of times thank you to American people.
Accept that there are disagreements, and let's go litigate those disagreements rather than trying to fight it out in the American media. when
Dude,
you-
yeah, what a fucking bunch of clowns, bro. These guys are such fucking clowns, dude. Jesus.
we know that you're wrong.
But you see, I think it's good for the American people to see what's going on.
I understand, sir.
I think
Dude, yeah, the American people see this, and we realize that Trump and JD Vance are fucking pricks. And I tell you what, dude, when bad times befall Trump and JD Vance, we're gonna watch them suffer.
That's why I kept this going so long. You have to be thankful. You don't have the
I'm
cards.
thankful.
You're buried there. Your people are dying.
tell you
You're
again,
running
I
low
know.
on soldiers.
Don't-
Listen,
don't, please,
you're running
Mr.
low on
President.
soldiers. It would be a damn good thing.
Mr.
And then
President.
then you tell us, I don't want a ceasefire. I don't want a ceasefire. I want to go and I want this. Look, if you could get a ceasefire right now, I tell you, you take it so the bullets stop flying and your men stop getting killed.
Of course, we want to stop the war.
But you're saying you don't want a ceasefire.
But I said to you,
I want a ceasefire.
with guarantees.
Because you'll get a ceasefire faster than an agreement.
Ask our people about ceasefire, what they think.
There wasn't.
doesn't
with-
matter.
Yeah, he's already saying they had a ceasefire, and Putin ignored it. You fucking cockknocker. Dude, Trump doesn't listen, right? He doesn't want a ceasefire. He wants guarantees. Dude, this shit is embarrassing. Like, I saw this tweet right here. I guess we finally resolved the age-old Russian collusion question. Dude, this is hilarious, isn't it? Yeah, I mean, it's become quite obvious that none of our allies are safe. They're just not. Europe knows. If Europe gets invaded, US doesn't give a shit. Putin is getting some very clear messages that if he invades, if he starts taking territory, Trump's going to help him. Trump's going to help him, like, strike a deal. Putin invades, and then Trump will help him claim some of that land. And in fact, Trump will try to horn in there and steal some of the minerals and shit too. It's pretty despicable. I mean, because at the end of the day, dude, it's bad. Because when I saw that, it was like so obvious. The energy that Trump is exercising in this meeting is the kind of energy he should be having for Vladimir Putin. Somebody got invaded that is threatening all of Europe. And instead of Trump going to the guy doing the invasion and being like, back the fuck off, why are you threatening all of our fucking allies and trade partners? He is going after the guy who was invaded and being like, why aren't you being thankful enough? And that lie about the $350 billion, dude, that shit just fucking pisses me off.
Let me tell you, you don't have the cards. With us, you have the cards. But without us, you don't have any cards.
One more question to Mr. Vice President. I'm sorry.
It's going to be a tough deal to make
Um,
because the attitudes have to change.
what if Russia breaks ceasefire? What if Russia breaks peace talks? What do you do then? I understand that it's a heated conversation right now.
What are you saying?
She's asking, what if Russia breaks the ceasefire?
Well, what if anything? What if a bomb drops on your head right now? Okay?
Dude, we'd all be celebrating if a bomb dropped on your fucking head right now. Dude, what an asshole. Like, dude, what the is this guy, dude? God damn, bro. At this point, I'm just baffled. It is like so demented. I don't know how to process this. The right-wing people are so excited. They think this is the greatest thing ever. The right-wing people I've seen online today have all been like, oh my God, Trump is finally standing up for America. Dude, what is he doing, bro? He sounds like a goddamn unhinged 2-year-old.
He was being accused of all that stuff. All I can say is this. He might have broken deals with Obama and Bush, and he might have broken them with Biden. He did, maybe. Maybe he didn't. I don't know what happened.
He broke them with Trump when Trump was president. 2019 was Trump.
But he didn't break them with me. He wants to make a deal. I don't know if you can make a deal. The problem is I've empowered you to be a tough guy. And I don't think you'd be a tough guy without the United States. And your people are very brave. But you're either going to make a deal or we're out. And if we're out, you'll fight it out. I don't think it's going to be pretty, but you'll fight it out. But you don't have the cards. But once we sign that deal, you're in a much better position. But you're not acting at all thankful. And that's not a nice thing. I'll be honest, that's not a nice thing. All right, I think we've seen enough. What do you think?
What's this negotiation?
This is going to be great television, I will say that. All right, we'll see what we can do about putting...
What a bunch of fucking assholes. Here's one of the things that was wild. It was Marjorie Taylor Greene's boyfriend right here. Watch this.
My second question for President Zelensky. Do you ever, why don't you wear a suit? Why don't you wear a suit? You're at the highest level in this country's office and you refuse to wear a suit. Just want to see if you, do you own a suit?
Yeah, problems.
A lot of Americans have problems with you not
Really?
respecting
I don't
the
have
dignity of
such.
this office.
I will wear a costume after this war will finish.
Okay.
Yes, maybe one.
Maybe something like this?
something like
Yes,
yours.
sir.
Yes.
That'd be great.
Maybe something better. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe something cheaper than yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. Thank you for
Dude, did you see the tweet though? You ready? Watch the tweet that somebody fired off right there. Why don't you wear a suit? Do you own a suit? Huh? That's weird, huh? Isn't that interesting? Marjorie Taylor Greene's little fucking geeked out boyfriend didn't ask any shit here. Why don't you wear a suit? Do you own a suit? You fucking piece of shit. All right, you want to go and see the Elon cabinet meeting? Dude, why don't you wear a suit? Fucking cabinet meeting. He would never do that to Putin, dude. Trumpy will bend over and let Putin slip a couple fingers in his ass. No suit here. Oh, let's go to Elon in the Oval Office with the kid, dude. Not only did he not wear a suit, he's wearing a fucking t-shirt and a trench coat. Like, go off with these guys. If we're just going to sum it up, like one, JD Vance and Trump both are woefully uninformed because the broken ceasefire happened during the Trump presidency, 2019. The broken ceasefire was Trump. Now, I don't know what their deal is about Zelensky not being thankful enough, but he goes into a room where he's supposed to be like making a deal with the country that's trying to extort him. The U.S. is trying to extract mineral reserves. Trump keeps lying about the amount of money that's been given. The U.S. has given $115 billion, not $350. Europe is given more. The broken ceasefire happened during Trump's administration. And JD Vance is like believing some shit he sees on Twitter over the goddamn president of the Ukraine he hasn't even gone to visit. And now this is the same JD Vance who was spreading stories about Haitian immigrants eating animals, which is also some bullshit. So Trump and JD Vance. What is up, guys? Thank you so much for watching. You like the video, you want to support independent resistance media, you know what to do. Drop that sub, hit the like button, and please share it. And we do love our members, so if you want to become a member, it's another really great way to support. Thanks again for everything, guys. I'll see you next time. Let's go.